Have you ever wondered what it takes for a movie scene to alter the course of Hollywood history? From forbidden kisses to shocking moments that sparked riots, these scenes are more than just fleeting moments on screen. They are the turning points that forced the entire film industry to pause and reconsider. Today, we're exploring some of the most controversial moments that ignited the strict censorship codes in Hollywood. Which legendary film scandals still resonate today? Let's find out. Let's go back to the very beginning of motion pictures, where controversy could erupt from something as small as a peck. In one of the earliest films, released in 1896, a short clip lasting barely over 18 seconds caused an uproar that made headlines across the nation. Starring stage performers Mae Irwin and John Rice, the scene shows the two leaning in for a kiss. What modern audiences might see as a simple display of affection was shocking at the time. Newspapers and clergymen condemned the film as inappropriate, while some city officials attempted to ban it altogether, labeling it a threat to public morality. Ironically, this controversy only fueled curiosity, and crowds flocked to theaters to see the brief scene that everyone was talking about. This early film holds a unique place in history, not just as a milestone in cinema, but as an example of how movies could evoke strong reactions. It became a talking point for those worried that motion pictures could corrupt society and set the stage for decades of debate over censorship. Without ever breaking modern standards, this short film symbolized both the power and danger of the big screen. A small act of affection became a huge stir when exposed to the spotlight. Moving forward a few decades, European cinema began pushing boundaries in ways Hollywood had never dared. One Czechoslovak film from 1933, starring Hedy Lamarr, drew global attention for its honest depiction of romantic relationships. The film focused intensely on human emotion and connection, portraying the protagonist's face during deeply personal moments, something rarely seen at the time. The movie sparked international controversy, being banned in multiple countries and rejected by Hollywood censors. One scene, showing Lamarr swimming in a pond, though innocent, was considered too vulnerable for American audiences. Religious and civic groups rallied against the film, demanding boycotts and stricter rules for what could be shown on screen. Lamarr's performance became a point of fascination and criticism. Newspapers speculated endlessly while audiences queued to watch the film everyone was talking about. Governments intervened in some regions to edit or ban the movie, fueling debates about cinema's role in shaping public morals. The film stood out not only for its artistic merit, but also for challenging the norms of storytelling. Its impact was felt worldwide, and the controversy contributed to the push for stricter Hollywood standards. For all its beauty, the film became a lightning rod for those wary of cinema moving too fast for society. Even before movies became a staple in homes, filmmakers were exploring provocative stories that challenged social expectations. A film released in 1915 became one of the earliest examples of truly scandalous content, whispered about more than openly discussed. Its story revolved around a seemingly innocent countryside outing, yet its suggestive nature sparked heated debates. Audiences were divided. Some praised its daring approach, while others saw it as a threat to societal morality. The film became a rallying point for groups advocating regulation of what could be seen in cinemas. Critics warned that movies like this could endanger society and called for laws to prevent such productions. Some states passed legislation restricting adult-themed films, marking the beginning of a national standard for film content. What seems tame today was shocking at the time, leaving a legacy as a catalyst for industry self-regulation. The whispers surrounding the film grew into a nationwide conversation, shaping Hollywood rules for decades. One of the most controversial films ever released in 1915 is both a technical marvel and a source of widespread outrage. Set during the American Civil War and its aftermath, the movie presented harmful stereotypes and glorified certain groups, particularly affecting perceptions of Black Americans. While its innovative camera work and epic storytelling were praised, its offensive content sparked protests across the country. Civil rights organizations pushed to ban the film, and some cities attempted to prevent screenings. In some areas, audiences picketed theaters, while in others, violence erupted in response to its message. The backlash was so intense that it led directly to calls for government oversight in the film industry. The film became proof that movies could influence society in dangerous ways. Its impact on culture and cinema remains undeniable, convincing both lawmakers and citizens that Hollywood needed rules to prevent the spread of harmful ideas. Through its content and the public reaction, the film helped shape the future of movie censorship in America. In the early days of Hollywood, certain directors were already challenging societal norms. One such film from 1919 explored adult relationships and the consequences of personal choices, telling the story of a woman dissatisfied with her marriage who seeks fulfillment elsewhere. The open discussion of desire and a married woman questioning her vows shocked audiences and critics alike. Many felt such themes were too mature for public viewing, especially in a period when movies were expected to uphold traditional values. Religious and community leaders warned that such stories could encourage audiences to question their own commitments. Despite the backlash, the film was a box office hit, and the controversy boosted its popularity. Its success convinced many that stricter controls were necessary in Hollywood, and the movie became a key example in arguments for an industry code of ethics. The debate highlighted the tension between creative freedom and social norms, proving that stories provoking strong reactions often resonate most deeply. In 1921, a film captivated audiences with exotic settings and a charismatic star, telling the story of a powerful desert leader and his complex relationship with a spirited woman. Beneath the adventure, the movie explored power dynamics and a romantic connection that unsettled some viewers. Critics and advocacy groups were concerned about scenes where the heroine's control over her fate was ambiguous, fearing they might influence impressionable audiences. The reception was a mix of adoration and outrage. Some cities banned or edited the film before screenings, emphasizing the need for Hollywood to self-regulate to avoid stricter outside laws. Ultimately, the film became a symbol of the tension between daring storytelling and societal propriety, with conversations around it remaining relevant today. By 1926, some films pushed the depiction of forbidden romance and emotional intensity to new heights. One movie featuring two household names portrayed love that defied societal expectations. Extended scenes of intimacy and longing between the leads left audiences both breathless and shocked. Its realistic portrayal of connection provoked debate over what was appropriate for public entertainment. Conservative groups criticized it as a threat to morality, and some censors demanded cuts before screenings. Despite the controversy, the film was a massive success and highlighted the need for industry-wide guidelines. It became a clear example of how powerful stories can provoke both admiration and outrage, proving the delicate balance between creative expression and public standards. In the early 1930s, another film challenged traditional roles by telling the story of a young woman who, through her intelligence and charm, navigates a world stacked against her. Its unapologetically ambitious protagonist defied conventional expectations, earning both acclaim and criticism. Religious and civic leaders decried the film as immoral, prompting congressional attention. The movie was edited and re-released with a more conservative ending, yet the original continued to circulate. Its reception played a crucial role in the establishment of the production code, illustrating how cinema could inspire both freedom and controversy. A 1934 jungle adventure offered audiences thrilling action, but also a surprisingly honest depiction of a romantic relationship. One river scene, intended to showcase the natural beauty of life in the wild, sparked intense debate. Religious groups and censors found it too daring, resulting in edits before screenings. The controversy demonstrated how even seemingly innocent moments could become flashpoints, highlighting the ongoing struggle over what was appropriate for audiences. The film helped shape the rules governing Hollywood for decades, proving that small details can ignite the largest controversies. Finally, a 1932 epic set in ancient Rome combined grandeur with shocking moments that startled even experienced viewers. Lavish sets, dramatic battles, and complex relationships included a famous milk bath scene featuring a lead actress in decadent display. The film also presented violence and mature themes in ways unusual for the time. Religious groups and censors objected, claiming it glorified inappropriate behavior. Some theaters demanded cuts, and advocacy groups used the movie as a call for tighter regulations. The director defended it as historical fiction, yet the debate reinforced the need for strict production codes, shaping what could be shown in theaters for decades. The film stands as a testament to the power of movies to provoke, inspire, and illustrate the tension between artistic freedom and social responsibility. Which of these iconic cinematic moments do you think was the most shocking for its era? Were there any controversies we missed that made Hollywood sweat? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this exploration of film history, like, share, and subscribe for more countdowns. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the movies.